Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks Part 2. I'm going to show you how to make this lid, and it might take another video on how to make the hinge, but we're going to make the lid. So I actually brought the file back in so I know which one's front and bottom, or front and right, front, left, and so this is the bottom and the top. We don't need to mess with those. We need to mess with these. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to just put them all up here. I'm going to move my picture over. And then I'm going to hit T like Tom, put it to the top. Now I'm going to bring in a line. We don't want these finger joints on the top. So I'm going to bring in a line, and the safest way to do it would be to go from that node to that node. And then take your pick tool and just stretch this out. It'll stay on that line. Now, a lot of people would think to cut all this out, but you don't have to cut all this out. Our box is 2 inches, so we're going to set our nudge factor on 2.5. We're going to take our Smart Fill tool and just fill them in and nudge them down. I'm going to erase all this so they won't get confusing. I'm going to left click, right click, and then make sure it's a hairline. So now I have my 4 sides, and the lid is just going to sit on top. So we still need the bottom, and you can see how the bottom is going to fit. The bottom is equal on all 4 sides. But on the top, we want it just to set on the top. So what I'm going to do is it's 2 inches by 2 inches. I'm just going to take a rectangle or the rectangle tool and make it a square. With my ratio locked, I'm going to make it 2 inches. I'm going to left click, make sure it's red, and I'm going to make sure it's a hairline. I'm using somebody else's Corel opening. So now we don't need this. So we don't really need this anymore. I'm going to hit P and put this in the center of the page. Pretty important. I'm going to take an indexing line and hit P, put it in the center of the page. What I'm going to do right now is make this lip. There's a little bit of an oval lip so you could pop this box open. These are some sort of closing device that just has a little bit of pressure, and I might be able to squeeze that into the next video. But the way I would make this little lip, there's several ways you could do it. Probably for me, the easiest would I go to object and convert this to a curve, grab the shape tool, select those 2 nodes, right click. Well, let's do this first. Let's add nodes. I'm going to let's add that many nodes. But then I'm going to delete these nodes. And I'm going to delete all the nodes, but you know what? Let's try. Let's just delete these 2 nodes, because that other one's going to be right in the center of the page. Select all 3 of these nodes and right click and turn them into a curve. Then you could do this inside node and bring it out just a little bit. And it's going to be perfect shape. So that's the top. We haven't changed anything. It's going to fit right on top of our box. As you can see, it's 2 inches. Now, I've never really made a hinge like this, and I can't really tell by the picture how they did it, but I'm going to attempt to make a hinge for this box in part 3. I hope that helped just a little bit, and thank you for watching.